Hi everyone, it's Maddie. Today's video, as you can tell from the title, will be a get ready with me because tonight I am going to see Katy Perry for the first time. I have been a Katy Perry fan since day one, since I kissed a girl. Well, I guess since she kissed a girl, but you guys get what I'm saying. So I'm super excited and I'm just gonna dive right into it. So since this is a get ready with me, it's going to be a little bit more like chatty than most of my other makeup tutorials. So I do tend to take a little bit longer with my makeup when I'm getting ready for something like a concert. Because when you go to a concert, you're dancing, you're moving around, you're having a good time, you tend to sweat more. So I do bake my face a lot whenever I go out to a concert, just because I want everything to stay in place as much as it can. So it is very hot in Pennsylvania today. So I'm actually going to spray my face. This is the Amethyst Color Pop. This is a crystal priming spray, and this one is supposed to be mattifying. So and I do love, I'm just gonna tap it in since it is a spray and it's kind of get it to spread out and settle. But I love these crystal setting sprays. The only thing I have a problem with is the nozzles. I wish that it was more of a mist. They can kind of really fall on your face in large droplets, if that makes sense. So my camera lens was like the opposite end. It was on, I use my phone, so it was on the opposite side of what I'm used to looking at. So I ended up flipping it around because I was getting confused. I still have a terrible cough, guys. I have no idea when this is gonna go away. I'm gonna go into my classic, this is the Eyeshadow. I still have no idea if I'm pronouncing that name correctly. I've never taken it upon myself to look it up. What happened to that? Why is it everywhere? Ooh, I don't know what happened there, but I'm very used to filming before I go to work. I don't have to work today. Baby's out of the house. I have actually, I think, a couple of hours before we have to leave. So I feel the urge to rush this, but at the same time, I need to learn to take a deep breath because I don't have to rush today. This is like a beautiful thing. And I am putting on my foundation with the new Fenty makeup sponge. It's a precision makeup sponge, I think it's called. The more I use this Fenty sponge, the more I like it. I think it blends things really, really nicely on the face. It's also $4 cheaper than the Beauty Blender, so I may grab a couple of more. And I am putting a second layer of foundation on my face because, again, going to a concert, I am known to dance and move around when I go to concerts, so I'm just going to try to keep everything as intact on my face as I possibly can. I normally do my eyebrows off camera, but I forgot to do that. Oh, what happened to this? Oh no. Did I break it? Not really. Okay. So I am using the Color Pop Brow Boss, and this is in the shade Light Brown. My eyebrows are so bad. Like, I need to go and get them done because the hair is like just completely out of control. But I think it's a little too late for that right now. And my eyebrow routine is nothing super crazy. Like, I just kind of brush them out, fill them in, put a little bit of gel in them, and that's about it. So I kind of just make a line to start. It's really hard to keep everything clean when your eyebrows need waxed, that's for sure. I also meant to do my eyeshadow first, but I guess that's not gonna happen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to not do my concealer yet. I'll do my eyeshadow after I do my eyebrows, so that way if there's any fallout from the eyeshadow, I can just clean it up with the concealer. So I definitely messed up. So whenever I like have the majority of my eyebrows filled in, I kind of left a lot of space towards the middle. I just move upwards because those eyebrow hairs, if you can't tell, tend to like stick up and not go to the side. So I like to try to keep it with the natural shape. I don't like those real, I do like them on other people, so when I say I don't like them, I'm not like trying to judge anybody, because I think a lot of people can pull them off, but the real solid colored clean eyebrows, I just don't think I pull that off very well, and I don't think that it looks good on me, so I don't do it. I just try to keep a more natural look. So I'm just gonna go like that to the ends of them again, just to, again, try to give them a more natural look. And I'm also, once I'm done with my eyeshadow, you know, I will take a little brush and clean them up with concealer, which I don't always do, but since I'm going out, I should probably try to like do everything. And now I am using the brow gel. This is from ColourPop as well. I was really unsure about this when I first used it because it is white, like you can see, but then once you brush it out, the whiteness goes away. And it doesn't like crack or flake or anything. I've had brow gels before that flake as the day goes on or once they dry. So this does not do that. I am priming my eyes right now. This is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Enigma. I haven't used this for a while because I think it's like discontinued. It was a limited edition product and I really, really like it. So I've been trying not to use it as much as I normally do because I don't want to run out of it. So for my eyeshadow today, I'm going to be using a combination of two different palettes. I am going to be using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and I'm also going to be using a little bit of the Too Faced Glitter Balm palette. I've swatched this palette, but I haven't really used it on my eyes. There's a lot of fallout with it though, so that's why I wanted to do my foundation and everything afterwards, but we'll see how it goes. Let's just keep it going. So I am to set down the primer. I'm actually going to use the base, one of the bases that comes in the glitter palette. This is just called a brightening base, but it's just a soft, it's just a solid white. So I'm gonna use that to set down the lid. All right, I'm gonna go, I like using these two tans together. Oh, you can't even see it. These two tans right here in the Jaclyn palette, I find that I like to mix those for a transition shade. I feel like the two of them together make a really good transition shade. So that is what we're going to be doing for this. And I'm just again putting this right in the crease. So I kind of wanted to do a little bit maybe of a smoky eye look, but I'm not, honestly, I'm not 100% sure what I want to do yet. Well, I don't like putting a lot of black on my eyes because I have very dark circles under my eyes, and yes, I'm going to conceal them, but I think I'm just gonna do a brownish black. So not black smoky eye, but kind of like a dark brown smoky eye. Does that make any sense at all? I'm gonna take this shade right here, and I'm just gonna start to really apply that on the lid. The next shade we're going to take is this brown right here, all the way on the end. 1, 2, 3, 4 rows down. There's a lot of eyeshadows in this palette. I do. I love this palette. And I am just going to start to press this onto the outer corner of my lid. Next, I'm going to take this really dark brown shade here on the bottom, and this is going to be the final color we're going to put for that like smoky eye look. And that's not the darkest shade. Again, I'm just kind of doing like a browner smoky eye, not like a black smoky eye. So I'm just going to take that and again press that on the outer corner of my lid. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my MAC paint pot, and this is in the shade Soft Orchard. Now I'm not going to do a cut crease completely. I'm going to do kind of like a half a cut crease, I guess. I'm putting this down first to help my glitter stick. I don't have glitter glue, but glitter glue, you know, is an option. I'm completely out of glitter glue. So I'm putting this down on the the inner corner of my lid. So that will help my glitter stick better to my eye and not like completely fall everywhere. Now, playing around with this glitter palette, like, I know that there's going to be some fallout regardless, but hopefully this helps. So I think what I'm going to do is take the shade all the way over here, Rose All Day is what it's called. I was between that and Confetti, but I have ideas for the other parts of my face, and I feel like Confetti is kind of close to the other colors I'm going to use on my face. So I'm not going to do that because I don't want it to be too like matchy, if that makes sense. So guys, this is what we have with the eyes so far. I am so bad at like showing my eye looks. So I'm gonna leave that alone for now. And what to do next? Oh, I'm going to be using my ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I'm not super crazy about doing my concealer with this sponge, honestly. Alright, I got my brush. So I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit so I feel like it looks more blended. I have never baked on YouTube. I don't understand how some YouTubers like do it and it's just like a perfect line of powder. Now this is the Bacon Cake Sponge from Sephora. I definitely did not put enough on there. Woo! Okay, that is a bake. That is baked, is what that is. Whoa. Whew. So, I'm gonna leave this sit for about, I'm gonna leave this sit for about 10-15 minutes. It's probably been about 15 minutes since I have had this powder on, so I'm just gonna take a clean brush and I am just going to start to wipe this away. Yeah. So I'm using my Hoola Quickie Contour Stick. Now that that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and just blend, blend, blend. I have to be very cautious whenever I am doing like contour because I'm just so fair-skinned. So fair-skinned that it's just, sometimes it can just be really, 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 really bad. So I am going to go into a bronzer, and I'm just gonna do a little bit of a bronzer because I really just feel like that Quickie Contour Stick does the trick most of the time. But I'm gonna take this Smashbox contour palette, I'm gonna take that middle bronzer, I'm just gonna lightly take some, and I'm just going to bronze my face a little bit more than what it already is. Firstly, I'm going to use this Kylie. This is a pressed illuminating powder highlighter. This is in the shade Strawberry Shortcake. People weren't super thrilled with these highlighters, and they're really not the best of the best, if I'm being honest, but you'll see why I'm putting this down. I'm just kind of putting it down as what I would like to call a base highlighter. I don't know if that's a thing or if I just made it up. I'm taking the blush in here called Cheers, and this is such a nice like baby pink shade. And this is from Kylie's birthday collection. The next thing I'm gonna do is, I haven't had a chance to use this yet, and I think it would be really nice to use now. This is the loose highlighting powder in Queen that's from the birthday collection from Kylie. And I am just gently gliding that across my face. And I'm gonna put some over here. This has a lot of fallout, so that's why I have not wiped off my baking yet from under the contour, because if anything falls down there, I can just brush it off with that. Because this is, man, I really went for some like glittery things today. But I am going to a Katy Perry concert, so I guess it's like acceptable. I'm gonna use this orange, and I'm gonna use this like glittery orange up here. Where'd my mirror go? I'm gonna clean off my brush, and then I'm gonna dip into that like orangish shimmer shade in the palette. And I'm gonna press that right down like that towards the inner corner of that lower lash line. I'm gonna use the lightest shimmer shade or glitter called Fairy Dust. And I'm gonna take the other side of that brush and I'm gonna use that to press into my inner corner. You know what? I'm just taking my finger and doing it. So next thing I'm gonna do, I did put some highlighter on like my upper lip, my chin, my nose, etc. I'm gonna go ahead and put some black eyeliner on. I'm gonna do it off camera though because I really want it to be good today and not like feel like I'm rushing. So I'm just gonna go off camera and do this and I'll be right back. I'm just doing normal lashes, I guess, for this really crazy look. But you know what? If you've seen any of my other videos, you'll know that I hate wearing falsies. So there's that. So guys, we're to the last step. I'm going to be using on my lips the Kylie Matte Liquid Lip Kit in, what is this, High Maintenance. This is my favorite pink shade. I know that, what is it, Posy K is like a super popular one. I have the lip liner on. I like to fill my lips in all the way with the lip liner and then do the lipstick. I'm going to be putting over top of it, this is the new ColourPop, it's part of the Crystal collection. This is the Amethyst Lip Balm. Alright, this feels pretty dry. So I'm really just going to apply this more to the center. Last but not least, guys, we are going to set this with some Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. And guys, that is it. This is the final look. I really like this. This is the most glam I've done in a while. And I really, when I sit down and I take the time to do my makeup, I really surprise myself. And this is good for me, I think. I like how this turned out. I'm super excited to go to the concert today. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I'm gonna try to do an outfit of the day video, maybe my first one. We'll see if I have time. I'll need my friends to help me with it, so hopefully they get here soon. But thank you guys all so much for watching. I know this was a long video, but I had time to film today, so I took advantage of it. And as always, you can follow me on my social media accounts. I have Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter, and that information is in the description box below. And like this video if you liked it, and give it a good old thumbs up. And you can also subscribe to my channel if you want to see more things like makeup tutorials, product reviews. I do some unboxings, things of that nature. And that's about it, guys. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you all have a wonderful day.